Hi, Gail Hamilton here with you today to speak to you of pearls of wisdom and to inspire you to live your dreams and fly on your wings. Today's pearl is about soaring into your greatness and living your dreams. Exactly that. What are you struggling with today? Job, health, finances, family, faith, friendship. Do you believe that all things are possible? I believe that my desire to fly must be bigger than my fear of falling. Vision is internal, not external, and is guided by my heart, not my eyes. In order to be free to fly, I must want my dream, feel my dream, and believe that my dream will come true. Most importantly, I must live my dream. I'm the creator of my destiny, the composer of my symphony, and I choose to live a life of greatness. What about you? How are you choosing to live your life? Have you ever been told you couldn't do something because of the color of your skin, hair, eyes, the language you spoke, the education you had, or any other supposed limitation? These kinds of challenges are hard to overcome. I know it's taken me 50 or 55 years out of my 67 to climb my psychological Mount Everest, to take off my backpack of weight, of isolation, discrimination, and to pick up my wings and fly. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana in 1953. I was 2.5 months premature. I weighed 2 pounds. They could fit me and my twin brother in my father's shoebox together. 6 months after our birth, my parents found out that I was blind due to 100% pure oxygen put into the incubator. They were devastated. They did not know how to handle a child with a disability. They discounted, devalued, ignored, isolated, abandoned, and abused me emotionally, physically, and sexually. It was my grandma Nora, with a 6th grade education. She knew how to love me nice and to hold me and to touch me. And grandma, she made the best homemade cinnamon rolls. You know, the ones you get at the mall? Grandma's were better. She's the one that nurtured, guided, and empowered me to go towards music. Who have you had in your life to touch and empower you? I went and got a master's degree in music after my bachelor's in vocal performance. And I performed in 2 operas. I was Mimi in La Boheme, and I was Violetta in La Traviata. I entered a national competition for singers, and I was one of 7 finalists. And the judge, after I sang some of my selections, said on my critique sheet, "How do you expect to have a career in singing when you're blind?" And I was disqualified. I went to get a doctorate in music at the University of Colorado. And they too said, "Oh, we can't teach you. It's too hard." And I left that program. And then I went to the University of Naropa University in Boulder. And they said, "Oh, you can't be a psychotherapist. You know you're blind." Like, really? As if I didn't know that. And they tried to kick me out of that program. However, I got a mediator. And after 2 rounds of mediation, they saw the wisdom. And eventually I won the suit and got my psych degree. I know about hard. What about you? Have you ever had people tell you you couldn't do something because of all that? Don't believe them. Don't believe them. I entered a relationship for 15 years, and I learned all about codependency, and I learned all about suicidal ideation. So I know about hard. And I know about having seeing eye dogs and losing them. And I know about having parents and grandparents and losing them. So I know about hard. About 15 years ago, when I was in psychotherapy, my therapist said, "So, what do you want to do with yourself in the rest of your life?" And I said, "I want to write a book and be famous." Actually, I said, "I want to be famous and then write a book." And she said a typical therapist answer of, "I see." You know what I see means? It means you are nuts, Gail. How are you sitting here with only one piano student, going to be famous and then write a book? And then she said, "What's preventing you from writing the book now?" And then, have you ever done this? Like, come up with all the excuses in the world, like, "I don't know how," and, "Oh, I need to take a writing class," or maybe I need to learn how to edit, or whatever excuses I could come up with. And then she said, again, "I see. And what's preventing me from doing it now?" And after coming up with all my other excuses, I really didn't have any more. And so I started writing. And I wrote for 2 hours a day for 10 years and 10 drafts until I published it. About that same time, she suggested I read a book called "Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting" by Lynn Grabhorn. And that's where I learned about what's in between the 6 inches between your ears is what matters. It's your thoughts that create your destiny. And that's where Lynn says you have to want your dream, feel your dream, believe your dream. And I say you have to live your dream. So I always say you can read 2 books. You can read Lynn's, and then you can turn around and read mine, because I know you can buy 2. And so after I learned that what I thinketh, so I createth, my life started changing, because I started changing my thoughts. And my thoughts went from the victim to the creator. Maybe that will be next week's topic, from victim to creator. And once that happened, I applied for and obtained my Habitat for Humanity house, former Habitat house, which was awesome. They let me do everything from hammer studs and the subfloor to the walls to the roof. But they wouldn't let me do electrical plumbing. I don't know why. Something about little red and blue wires. So they wouldn't let me do that. But I did build it, and I did live there for 10 years. And I did publish my book, and I did become Miss Colorado Senior America 2013 Queen, and 4th in the country. So I know that dreams do come true. What about you? What are you choosing to do with your life? Are you choosing to be the victim or the creator? And I challenge you today that you can drop that weight, that backpack, and you can pick up your wings and soar into your greatness. You can be unstoppable, unforgettable, and unbelievable, because you have the power to create the choice in your life to do what it is that your dream is. So go out and create your destiny and go live a life of greatness.